Almost 30 years ago, I experienced a life-changing accident and had to face my disability. I'm Robert David Hall, and I'm proof positive that the desire to be employed is far greater than almost any disability. In the next few minutes, you're going to hear from people with a variety of disabilities who found and used resources to help them live a fulfilling and independent life. And like them, I know that even though I have a disability, I can dream, I can achieve, I can work.
My name is Rachel Stewart, and I work as a program manager for the California Health Incentives Improvement Project. After I graduated college and I started thinking about looking for work, I knew that my number one concern was, can I work and keep the benefits that I need to live independently? In-home supportive services pays for all of my personal care attendance, and I have people come in, help me get up in the morning, go to bed at night, and everything in between. And that's really critical for me to be able to live independently, get up, go to work, go to school, whatever the case may be. So I was really concerned that once I started working that I would lose my in-home supportive services, or IHSS, which links me to funding for my personal care attendance. Before I started looking for work, I started talking to a bunch of people, trying to figure out how working would affect my benefits. And I think I got a lot of different answers to that question. I went online and I found disabilitybenefits101.org, and that was a fabulous resource on tons of different public and private disability benefits. They have benefits planning calculators that allowed me to input different amounts that I might be earning from work, and then I could figure out how to maintain my Medi-Cal and in-home supportive services. There's also a list of benefits planners available in California, and these are individuals that people can go to get one-on-one expert advice on their current situation. When I was offered a promotion for my current job, I then revisited DB 101 and figured out how earning that additional income would affect my benefits, and I found out I could still keep my Medi-Cal and in-home supportive services. So I would really encourage people with disabilities who are thinking about going to work and earning income to visit DB 101, so you can go online and just figure it out and play with the benefits planning calculators and figure out how to keep the benefits that you need to be able to live independently.
My name is Corey Robinson. I work at Hoag Hospital. I am in material services. Being independent means that you have a lot of responsibility in your life. I can stock orders, do a bail whenever the baler is full, take an order and stock it up on the floors. My favorite thing about my job is just helping people. I had a lot of training from the STEP program and from Department of Rehab. The STEP program is a program for special ed adults who can be trained to work and be independent, like find their own house, find work. If I didn't work, I would be just hanging around my house, nobody to hang out with. Yeah, basically I'd just be bored. It makes me feel good because I'm helping sick people out. They can feel better. I'm very happy that I can work here, and it makes me feel very proud, very happy.
My name is Wendell Schiffman, and I am a student at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles. My main goal in life is to make a difference. I really felt that I wasn't living up to my true potential. But once I decided to go into social work, I found that it has been very rewarding. It has been literally the answer that I've been looking for. I think I started the path of wanting to get my social work degree way back in 1990, but I was disabled with psychological disabilities. The employment plan that we used was called the PASS plan, which is used to help people who want to further their education or get a different job than the one they're working in the field, or if they've been disabled, they will help them figure out the funding and basically a plan to get you from point A to the completion of your degree. We were working as a team to find ways to make the journey that I wanted to take possible. With the PASS plan, that enabled me to get funds for tuition, books, supplies, automobile repairs, anything that would be required for me to get through school. Because I'm pursuing my education, I will be able to work in the field that I've always wanted to work in and be the person that I've always wanted to become.
My name is Karol Cat Albus, and I work for the state of California, the Employment Development Department, and I am a Veterans Employment Representative. Veterans come out after they get discharged from the military, and they come into the office, and they're looking for jobs in the civilian labor market. And the Veterans Employment Representatives out of this office, our job is to help them prepare for that next job in the civilian community and the civilian labor force. We assist them with preparing their resumes, their cover letters, getting ready for interviews. We do practice interviews. If they're looking to get additional training or education, we assist them and guide them in that area. There's a lot of benefits that come to veterans once they get discharged from the service, and a lot of the veterans are not aware of what they should be applying for or where they should go to apply, so we assist them in that regard also. We have assessment tools in the office. We have an internet system in the Employment Development Department. It's called CalJobs. And all of the veterans that we assist with in obtaining employment are required to register in CalJobs and put their resume in there. We then talk to them about what it is that they want to go into and what type of work environment that they're going to feel comfortable in.
My name's Robert Slalos. I'm a veterans representative in the Woodland Employment Development Department office. When I see somebody coming out of the service, whether it be 20 years ago or tomorrow, I can still identify with that, and I know what I want to do to be able to help them. I've got a 30% disability from the Army. Definitely encourage disabled veterans to try for any kind of work. If you could physically do the job, I don't see why the disability should stop you from it. I'm here to help you find jobs. Ultimately, it's your responsibility to get that job, but I'll help you along the way as best as I can.
I have been doing this job a long time, and I have veterans that I have known since I first became a veterans representative, and they might be gone for 4 or 5 years, and I know when my vets don't come to see me that they don't need me, that they're working. And then they'll come back and they'll say, "Karol, remember me?" "Oh yes, I remember all of them." I was an air traffic controller when I was in the United States Navy. I occasionally worked up in the control tower, but I was primarily what they call a radar rat, so I was down in the radar facility of every base that I was stationed at. I did it for 6 years. Oh, I loved my job. I absolutely loved my job. Veterans are a different breed of person, a class and a category all to their own. Veterans make wonderful and great and loyal and dedicated employees. The least I can do is assist those veterans in doing just that, getting back to work.
My name is Michael Van Essen. I work at Pacific Clinics, headquartered in Arcadia, California. I do internal trainings about disability benefits. I work one-on-one with the consumer. The biggest obstacle we have is the fear of the system. People hear rumors, they hear myths. If you go to work, you'll have your benefits taken away. If you go to work, you'll have to pay back the government. If you go to work and you get sick again, you'll never be able to get your benefits back. All of these are incorrect. The Medi-Cal 250% Working Disabled program is a category of Medi-Cal that allows people who would otherwise have a share of cost to purchase their Medi-Cal, but at a much lower premium rate. It is a work incentive. It is designed to help people sustain that safety net that will allow them to continue employment, continue medication, continue treatment without the fear of the loss of that benefit. I tested HIV positive in 1985. And back then you were given essentially 2-year segments. Better get your house in order because in 85, by 87, most people aren't around anymore. For some reason, I am still here. I realized that I probably still have some more productive years left. I didn't have a bad life, but I didn't have a great life. I didn't have a better life. I didn't have the best life that I possibly could have. And part of that was because I wasn't being productive. And I thought, if you're going to live, you better make the best of it. So that's how I began to transition into the workplace. I want people to understand that there's no need to be afraid. I can see how people can go from abject hopelessness to a rewarding quality of life, a meaningful quality of life.
My name is Ariel White, and I'm going to school at California State University, San Bernardino. I was referred to the Department of Rehabilitation by a social worker after I had my spinal cord injury when I was 18 years old. I met with Jackie, she's my counselor. She was able to help me get back into school, and since then I've completed my AA at College of the Desert, and I'm currently finishing my bachelor's at CSUSB. DOR has made all of this possible for me. They've been able to help me through school, give me guidance, and because of that I've been able to do what I wanted to do, which was go to school and complete a degree. By having a career and being employed, I just feel that my life would have a purpose and that I'd be able to have the opportunity to continue to learn from other people and grow, and hopefully positively impact and influence the lives of other people. My ultimate goal is to become a professor, and I would love to do what my mentor is doing for me now. I would love to have students come to me with questions and say, oh, I've been there, and let me help you, and this is how, and this is what you need to do. And I think that, that's really kind of what I want and would love.
When we take the client and we start working with them from day one, and then we see the progress of that client as to looking towards their goals of employment, and we actually see the success, that is just something that is just so rewarding.
Hi, I'm Brian Connors. I'm chair of the State Rehabilitation Council for the state of California. About 10 years ago, I lost most of my vision, and as you can imagine, I was confronted with many lifestyle changes and decisions. For several years, I worked from home, working on my own internet business while supplementing it with Social Security income. One day, a friend told me, "You have a lot of skills and abilities that will allow you to make a lot more money than you are." And she said, if you keep doing what you're doing, you'll keep getting what you're getting. I decided to apply for services at the Department of Rehabilitation. The DOR paid for service such as mobility training, specialized computer software training to help with those things that I had difficulty doing that would allow me to be successful on the job. I took advantage of a fantastic program provided by the state called LEAP, which helps people with disabilities find state employment. Since then, I've been offered 2 analyst positions with the state, been appointed by the governor to the State Rehabilitation Council. With a lot of hard work and great assistance from many work incentive programs offered by the Department of Rehabilitation, Social Security Administration, one-stop career centers, and other organizations, you or someone you know with a disability can find a great job too. I know that having a disability brings a lot of challenges to your life, and employment is one of them. But reaching out to services such as the Department of Rehabilitation and taking advantage of the many work incentive programs available, there are so many opportunities available to you.
My name is Jenny Bachtel. I work for Career Connection, which is part of Whittier Union High School District, and I coordinate our mentoring program for youth with disabilities. I do have an invisible disability. It's depression. An invisible disability is one that can't be seen by the outside world. Generally, people don't even know that the disability is there unless the person tells them. I was a Ticket to Work participant. That's how I got my current job. Ticket to Work is a program through Social Security to help people who receive Social Security disability go back to work in a way that's gradual and so that they keep their benefits as long as possible. People receiving Social Security disability will receive a letter telling them about the Ticket to Work program and that they are eligible for it. When you get your letter from Social Security Disability, it will give you a list of employment networks that you can go to get started in the Ticket to Work program. You pick the one you're most comfortable with, and they talk about your capabilities, your disability, about going back to work, what you want to do, and then they help you get there. Being employed is an important part of staying healthy because it gives you a place to go outside the house every day. It gives you other people to be with. It gives you something hopefully important to do and something that you enjoy doing. It helps you feel good about yourself. I get benefits from my employment. I can pay my bills, I can pay my mortgage, I can have fun. I can go out and do a lot of the things I wasn't able to do otherwise. And I also don't depend on my disability to keep a check coming in every month. I can go shopping, I can have fun with my grandchild, I can go buy things for her, which I love to do, all because I can work.
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 Take action today. You can work. Contact your local Department of Rehabilitation office to find out if you qualify for these or other programs, which are available regardless of disability, age, or job skills. All these benefits and services have been designed so you too can live the life that you've imagined.